Imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone, minding your own business, when suddenly you get a notification. Someone liked your post. Without thinking, you open the app, check the like, maybe even post something else just to see if you'll get more engagement. You don't realize it, but you're being trained. Not by a person, not even by a system with a face, but by a principle of psychology so powerful it shapes almost everything you do. This is operant conditioning, a concept introduced by Burgess Frederick Skinner, and it controls more of your life than you probably think. Skinner was a bold thinker, someone who didn't just theorize about human behavior. He studied it, experimented on it, and ultimately exposed how deeply we are influenced by rewards and punishments. Operant conditioning is simple at its core. Behaviors that are rewarded tend to be repeated, while behaviors that are punished tend to decrease. But here's the twist. Rewards and punishments don't have to be obvious. In fact, the most powerful conditioning happens when we don't even realize we're being conditioned. Think about social media. Every time you get a like, a follow, or a comment, your brain releases dopamine, reinforcing the behavior of checking your phone. It's no accident that these platforms are designed to keep you scrolling. The unpredictable nature of rewards, sometimes you get a lot of likes, sometimes none, keeps you hooked. This is called variable reinforcement, and it's the same principle that makes gambling so addictive. Slot machines and social media operate on the same psychological foundation, keeping you engaged without you even realizing why. But it's not just technology. Schools, workplaces, relationships. Operant conditioning is everywhere. Ever noticed how children are rewarded with gold stars or extra playtime for good behavior? How employees work harder when bonuses are on the line? How we crave approval and validation in our interactions? Skinner believed that free will is, in many ways, an illusion. Our actions are shaped by external consequences, even when we think we're making independent choices. And then there's the dark side. Punishment also plays a role in shaping behavior, but it doesn't always work the way we think. Yelling at someone for making a mistake might stop them from repeating it, but it could also make them fearful, anxious, or even more rebellious. Skinner found that positive reinforcement, rewarding good behavior, was often more effective than punishment. Yet, society is filled with punishment-based conditioning, from strict parenting to harsh laws, often failing to change behavior in a meaningful way. What makes Skinner's ideas so unsettling is that they challenge our sense of control. If much of our behavior is conditioned, are we really making choices? Are we just products of our environment, responding to stimuli like lab rats pressing a lever for food? Skinner himself believed that understanding operant conditioning could actually set us free, because once we recognize how we're being trained, we can take steps to break the cycle. We can design better systems, build better habits, and even resist manipulation. So, what does this mean for you? It means questioning what drives your actions. Are you working hard because you truly want to, or because you've been conditioned to seek approval? Are you checking your phone because you need to, or because you've been trained to crave the next dopamine hit? The more you become aware of the forces shaping you, the more control you can take back. Skinner may have argued that behavior is molded by reinforcement, but here's the real power. You can choose what reinforces you. You can reshape your environment to encourage the habits and behaviors you truly want. You can step outside the loop of unconscious conditioning and start living with intention. The question is, are you in control, or are you just another subject in the grand experiment of life? The answer might be more complicated than you think.